Today's video will be about the 12060 Mini Caravan. This is a remarkable caravan that the company Niewiadow has been diligently producing for quite a long period of time, and this particular model, although it may appear to be quite old, was actually crafted in 2021. What's truly great about this specific caravan is that it's constructed entirely out of durable fiberglass. It does not possess the standard sandwich wall construction that you are typically accustomed to from regular caravans. I see this as an advantage because I feel that since there aren't as many load-bearing wooden elements as in those classic sandwich type caravans, it's also a benefit in terms of longevity. People renovate these caravans even after 25 years and their durability basically remains the same. The caravan itself weighs in at approximately 560 kilograms, and it is robustly built upon a sturdy Alco chassis, which is fully braked and possesses a substantial maximum load capacity of 750 kilograms. At the very front, it thoughtfully has a dedicated compartment that primarily serves as a convenient storage space. There's a robust 5-kilogram propane bottle meticulously stored here, and you can also clearly see the substantial diesel tank for the efficient independent heating system. I've got some specific things stored underneath here. I carry a fire extinguisher with me, a chain that I use for securing the wheels, and of course, since there's space, I also take things like a flower box and so on. The caravan has double windows, which provide pretty good insulation. I've never slept in the caravan during winter, but in autumn, thanks to the independent heating, it's totally fine, because outside it might be 5 degrees, and inside the caravan we have 22 or 23 degrees. And on the contrary, I even have to keep the roof open, because otherwise it would get pretty hot in there. What I really like about this caravan is that you can drive it around easily. You don't need extra mirrors on your car. It's lightweight. And even if you need to stop at, say, a McDrive, you can just pull up to the McDrive without any trouble. Plus, the interior is pretty well designed too, which we'll take a look at in a moment. All the windows are double glazed, which means they have much better thermal performance and properties compared to standard single pane windows. I think nowadays they don't even make single pane ones anymore. They're always double glazed now. And here actually, from the inside, right now I have the reflective blind down, which basically prevents sunlight from entering the caravan. What I really love is the roof. It's just awesome. You open the windows in the roof and it ventilates beautifully. So what does it actually look like inside the caravan? All right, just a moment. I'm going to open the roof right now, which will allow us to get a significant amount more natural light flooding into the space, making it much brighter and more inviting. Additionally, it will bring in some wonderfully fresh air, creating a more pleasant and comfortable environment for us all. There we go. That's much better. It really ventilates nicely. I'm 1.82 meters tall, and the floor to ceiling height is about 1.88 meters, roughly estimated. So here we actually have independent heating, an air vent, independent heating. What's great about it is that it brings in fresh air really nicely. Here I made an opening for air intake, which means it draws air in here and warm air comes out here. When the doors are closed, the vent is still open. That means fresh air comes in from outside, it gets heated up immediately, and there's nothing else to worry about. Now that we have it installed, we can easily use it in the fall, even if it's 5 degrees outside, maybe even 0. I haven't tried it in winter, for example, but we can camp comfortably because I can keep the doors closed. Warm air rises and escapes outside, but inside the caravan, the temperature easily stays above 22 degrees. Here's the control panel, and this is the independent heater, including the thermostat. The temperature in the caravan easily stays above 22 degrees. Here is the control panel, and this is the independent heater, including the thermostat. So, standard mattresses and a table. What did we actually just install there? So, we have carefully crafted this control panel right here. It features a clear voltmeter display, convenient charging USB ports, and a versatile car socket. Here I have a simply made compartment where the main circuit breaker for the caravan is located. Here you can see the power transformer for the caravan. When you're running on 220 volts, the appliances that run on 12 volts simply operate from that transformer. Here I added fuses like this, so I can have other appliances wired in that weren't here before. And here I have the battery, and I can just switch it like this. The battery lasts for quite a considerably long period of time, primarily because the various appliances operating here run on a stable 12 volts. And the moment I switch it like this, we're no longer connected. We're not connected to the grid now, and we're running the caravan off the battery. I do not have internal 220 volts of electrical power here, primarily because I simply do not require it, especially since I'm equipped with an EcoFlow portable charging station that is efficiently powered by a solar panel system. So the EcoFlow Delta Pro, which has a 3.5 kilowatt battery capacity and can handle a load of up to 4.5 kilo when connected to 220 volts. We have a switch that I use to control the heating, so that, for example, in the summer when I'm connected, I can completely turn off the heating. That way it won't accidentally turn on, because the heater is actually stored here in this compartment along with some other items, so I don't want it to accidentally burn, I don't know, a sleeping mat or something like that. As for the usability of the caravan, here we actually installed a simple kitchen rail from IKEA where we have some things hanging. We don't take it down at all for transport because it simply doesn't move. Here I have a simple thermometer, it's always just lying here. During the drive, it just gets laid down and the cable is routed down under the caravan, and that way I can monitor the interior temperature. Maybe the compartment, where right now we have lots and lots of different things, but what we're most satisfied with is the fridge, which also has a small freezer. The fridge can run on 220 volts, on 12 volt battery, and on gas. And it's actually a fridge from Dometic, a standard fridge that they supply for caravans. Here we have a small trash bin, which is perfectly sufficient. Here we have some stored items. What's great is that we use a device against mosquitoes. The awesome thing is that it actually runs on a car lighter. That means it can be used even outside the campsite if we're running on 12 volts. Coffee maker, water tank, and just storage space. So here we now have the inflatable chairs stored, and the way they're placed, they're secured by the table rod so they don't move at all while driving. Here's another storage space and a fairly large cabinet, which used to be a regular wardrobe. It used to have just one rod and the option to hang clothes hangers, but we modified it so that to keep it as light as possible, we used some leftover floating floor here. So we put in a floating floor here. We bought an aluminum profile, and I think it doesn't look bad at all. It's actually quite sturdy and the floor is very light. Now there's a nice draft here since the ceiling has settled. Here we also installed another socket which has 5 volts and 2.1 amps. Then there are the standard lights which are supplied directly. They're here and here as well. But what I bought on Amazon, I don't remember exactly how much it cost, but it was a pretty good price. I think around 700 crowns were these 2 little lights. There's one here and the other one is over there. I can activate them or turn them on or off here. And now when I hold my finger on it, I increase the brightness of the light. And then by touching it again, I decrease the brightness of the light. It's absolutely perfect for this kind of evening lighting. And what's also great is that each of these little lights actually has a USB port built in. So that's what we actually installed here. Otherwise, everything else is just as the manufacturer made it. That means even the highly reflective screen, which is now a very convenient and easily retractable net. When we genuinely don't need the net and desire more natural light to fill the space, we can simply and effortlessly release the net and then proceed to fully open the windows, allowing for a brighter and more open environment. It's practical, so while driving, we also keep it pulled down and just drive along. We have a simple tablet holder, and it's absolutely great because you can adjust and secure it as needed. Yeah, it also has an adjustable joint, so we just put the tablet in, and when this is attached to the bed, you can just lie down and watch your favorite show. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or if there's something you'd like to see, please write it in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.